Hey everybody, we have Rusty Harmon with us to get ready to tell us about a free event. I know so many of us love to go to ticket events and we talk about those, but this one is completely free and it's music, which is such a great thing that we have. We're lucky to live in a place to have such great music. Rusty, how's it going this morning?
Fantastic. I apologize if there's any wind in the background. As you know, it's a very windy, blustery day here in Franklin, and uh, I pulled over and I'm chatting with you outside, so I apologize for the wind.
No, that's okay. Just make sure pretty soon you need to get inside because there's some weather coming, I heard.
That's what my staff told me. They decided they were working from home today, and they're not coming into the office. So I'm going to go bunker down here a little bit myself.
So let's talk about there's an event coming up that you want to share with us called the 4040, which is an interesting name. Tell us about that.
So it's a Christian writers round that we've been booking for almost a year now. It's called the 4040 Presents. Um, we our old church, it's at Franklin Christian Church, and the address of the church is 4040 Clovercroft Road. The church just moved and bought a new campus about a year ago, and the address of the old church, which was on Murfreesboro Road, is was 4040 Murfreesboro Road. So we went from 4040
Interesting.
Murfreesboro to 4040 Clovercroft, and we just loved the implications of the number 40 in the Bible. So when we were thinking of a name for the event, we just went with the 4040, and it worked for us, and it's a great logo too. We like it on sweatshirts. It looks really good.
Wow. So you said it's a songwriters event. And so people come and perform. Like I mentioned when we first started, this is completely free. So tell us about it. If people have never experienced a songwriters round before, tell us how that works.
Yeah, so I'm in the my real job is I'm in the music industry. I run a record label, and I've been in Nashville for 20 years. And depending on how good a golfer you are, you can't hit an 8 iron without hitting a writers round someplace. They're all over Franklin and Nashville, and basically a writers round is writers of songs, maybe aren't necessarily artists, but they are songwriters. They come out and they perform. Their songs, and they tell the stories behind the songs, and because it's a Christian music event, there's a lot of powerful stories, a lot of people talking about their witness or their faith and how the song developed. And what we do is we have three up and coming writers, maybe not hit songwriters yet, but on their way to being a hit writer. And they will perform a regular writer round. So if you've never been to a round, each singer songwriter will perform one song, and then the next one, and then the next one. So they go in a round, and and then after each of those writers do three songs, it takes about 45 minutes or so. Then we do a 5 minute break, and we have a hit songwriter come out. And these are songwriters we've had. So it's been going on for 10 months now. We've had songwriters that have written songs by Lauren Daigle and Taryn Wells and Zach Williams and Chris Tomlin and Michael W. Smith. So we have some of the best Christian music writers, literally in the business and in Franklin, that come and perform at these events for us. So this upcoming event, it's we've been doing these the first Monday of each month, and this next event is Monday, March 6th. And occasionally we'll get a publishing company that wants to fill the entire roster with their hit writers, and that's what's happening here. We have what's called a takeover. So we're having a Sony Provident takeover, and the takeover is with a bunch of hit writers from Sony. So we have Matt Maher, who's also an artist, a great Christian artist. We have Ben Fuller, who is an artist who has a single on the chart on the Christian charts out right now, and he's also a great songwriter. A guy named Jonathan Smith. If you're not familiar with Jonathan Smith, you should Google him. He's got a ton of Christian hits, several number ones, and then one up and coming writer there named Brindley Brown. So there are four artists that are performing, and they're all just packed full of talent and major contemporary Christian music writers. And that is Monday, March 6th. It starts at 6:30.
6:30. And so about approximately how long will this event last?
Depending on how long the stories go, it can be anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours. It is a free event. We do have coffee and snacks there available at the church. Those are free as well. So we welcome anybody. It's family friendly. We have a lot of kids come and plenty of seating and stadium seating. It's almost like being in a theater. Um, so it's a great event for. I have a 9-year-old daughter, and she comes and brings her friends, and they run around, and it's a lot of fun. So love to have anybody come out that would like to be a part of that.
Yes, and you mentioned some really great names. Those people don't necessarily, that I know of, have shows locally this year so far. So this will be a great way to see them up close and hear
And,
some of their music.
and for free.
Yeah, we can't
So yeah,
mention that enough. It's free.
yeah,
All right. Well, thanks for telling us that it's March 6th, the 440,
the
and
40/40, right?
it will start at 6:30. Thanks so much for telling us all about that. We'll put more
Oh,
information on our website so people can check that out.
great. I really appreciate you having me. Thanks for letting me have the opportunity to talk about such a great event here in our backyard.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Okay, Donna, thank you.